LTN Radio. We are live at Strong Tower Gaming Con in Waukesha, Wisconsin. I am here with Jennifer Oven. Oddwillow's Game Haven was founded by Jen and Robin, two sisters, opened in August 2023?
Yep, absolutely.
And, Mukwonago?
Yep, Mukwonago.
Ooh, yeah,
you
Wisconsin.
did really good with that.
This was born from your shared love of tabletop games and a dream to create a welcoming space for gamers with supports from their husbands, Ben and Zane.
Yes.
They turned their passion into a business, offering a diverse selection of games, gifts, and toys. More than just a store, Oddwillow's provides a community hub where people can play, learn, and connect through events and a large game library. Their mission is to make tabletop gaming accessible for everyone, fun for everyone, from seasoned players to newcomers. Jen,
hello.
Welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So first of all, we're about in the middle of the first day here of Strong Tower Con. Is this your first one that you've been a part of?
This is. It's my first Strong Tower, and so we're really excited to be here.
Yeah, how's it going for you today?
So far, it's going really well. So talking to a lot of people, I'm seeing a lot of familiar faces that we know either from the store or from the community, and it's been good. So very welcome reception.
I will say that of all the booths, yours is the one that catches my eye the most every time I walk by.
Thank you.
I will be surprised if I haven't bought something by the time it's over.
We're a little extra glitter on everything.
So, Jen, your bio sounds like the beginning of a charming rom-com, if we're being honest. Two sisters raised in a family of geeks, nerds, and gamers one day stumble upon a small-town business front for sale and choose to bet on themselves as they realize their dream of sharing their passion for gaming with the community around them. Was the process as picture perfect as it sounds, or were there some hiccups?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I really wish it was, but like with any business, it always has its bumps and everything. We like to joke that we kind of speed ran the business, and so it kind of started because my sister and I had just left our jobs. I had been out of work for about a year because I was homeschooling my son who has some special needs, and then my sister just left her job for her various reasons. It was kind of the point where we were both like, okay, we have to do something. So it's either we go back to, corporate working or we start this business we've always been talking about. And just kind of like just a sign from the universe, whatever it was, a building right across the street from Robin's apartment came up for sale. And we were like, hey, maybe we should go check that out. And we did. And we didn't actually end up purchasing that building, but it was kind of started the whole ball rolling.
Okay,
and
just got you thinking about it.
Exactly. And so we spent that whole day writing a business plan. And then by the end of the week, it was done.
Wow.
And then by the next week, we were already starting the process of financing, getting what we needed, looking for buildings, looking for locations. And it just kind of went from, 1 day to 6 months, and in 6 months we were open.
0 to 60 really quickly.
Exactly.
Holy cow.
It was a lot.
So Oddwillow's has been open for about a year, right?
Yes, correct. It was a year on the 18th of August.
So what have you learned about running a business like this during this time?
Wow, that's a big question. So there's a lot, and one of the things that we like to say is that we didn't listen to a lot of our peers, and I love you guys, but we got a lot of great advice, and we have a lot of amazing mentors and a lot of people who have really helped us through the process, and even being open. They've been just a constant support. But there was a lot of advice that we were given that we didn't listen to. So we decided to not monetize everything. We give free water in stores. So it was water bottles, then we brought in a water machine with ice, and it's just one of those things where everybody needs to be hydrated.
Yeah, it seems like such a simple thing, but that could go a really long way to making people feel welcome in your store. Yeah, I can see that.
And a lot of our events, too, are free that we do. So we do charge for play space, but you get that back in store credit. But in other ways, too, we kind of are going against the grain because we put a lot more effort effort into the comfort of the space and the welcomeness of the space versus how much product we can stuff in one location. And so all of our shelves are lower, and a lot of that is accessibility too, because we wanted people with mobility issues or mobility assistance devices to be able to reach everything without having, you know, on their own, without having to get help if they didn't want it, you know. And so there's a lot of things that we did differently. And our tables too. All of our tables, the way they're set up, everybody can walk between the chairs when all the chairs are pulled out. And so we made sure that that was a thing, because it always kind of sucks, like asking people to push in their chairs, like for one reason or another. And we can't cram as many people into the building, not as much product because of the choices we made, but overall it's actually helped the business, because people appreciate that. They appreciate they can go to a space and be comfortable and feel welcome for who they are.
I love that. So you had your big anniversary party last month. I saw the advertisement video for that, which I thought was beautiful. How did that go?
It went really well. So we had a lot of newcomers to the store, a lot of people who had just found us on TikTok and were like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, let's go.
Yes,
and then
good TikTok.
A lot of our amazing regulars who've been with us since day one, and it was just such an amazing time, and I had to kind of step back and just take a moment and take it, oh, I'm getting teary-eyed, and take a moment to take it all in, because it was like, the store grew to be such a bigger thing than we anticipated. And to hear that day from so many people that we changed their lives by providing this place and by just being accepting and welcoming of literally everybody, was just, it was so heartwarming, and it was just an incredible feeling. So I wouldn't do anything else with my life. Like,
that's fantastic. So looking forward then, when we hit the 5-year anniversary, what do you want it to look like?
So 5 years, wow. We've talked a lot about opening another location.
A secondary one or a bigger one. Single one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we're kind of growing to the point where we need a bigger space.
Yeah.
And maybe not necessarily a bigger gaming space in the shop or retail space, but we need additional rooms. We need another office. We need another private rental room, because that's where we host all of the D&D sessions or RPG sessions, and those are like packed always. The schedule's jammed. So having a slightly bigger location to be able to provide some of those things that we're struggling to do right now would be amazing. But again, opening another location elsewhere would be just incredible, because being able to bring this to other places, especially places in locations that are underserved, would be great. And so we chose Mukwonago specifically because there was kind of not many other game stores around. So some of the closest ones to Mukwonago were probably about 20, 30 minutes away. And we wanted to kind of fill that gap a little bit and provide that area with it. So.
And Aaron's told me that this state is a big gaming state, just because people need something to do in the winter.
Yeah, and that's true. And Wisconsin has one of the highest densities, actually, of game stores.
Wow.
So in the
so
States.
To find a spot in the state that is underserved is almost lucky.
Exactly, yeah. Well, and because you have to go more rural too. So and we're kind of right on the edge of rural Wisconsin, so it helps a little bit that we were right there.
All right, so fun and possibly challenging question to end on here. I've asked everybody this.
All right.
In the whole world of board games, what game has you most excited right now?
Ooh, what game has me most excited? That's a really tough one. Oh my gosh. I think one of the games that is my absolute favorite to play is Boop. So I don't know if you've heard of Boop.
I love Boop.
And Smirk and Dagger, lovely people, love them all to death, and they are actually releasing Christmas Boop, and so it's
I saw their Halloween Boop.
Yeah, the Halloween Boop's really cute, but the
Yeah.
Christmas Boop, you have like a tree that is built up, and so you actually, as a cat, get to choose whether you knock ornaments off or other cats. And considering I have a cat and she is an absolute detriment to my Christmas tree, I thought it was really adorable, and so I'm super excited about that one coming out.
That seems fun. Yeah, that's my level of gaming.
Boop the Halls,
right there.
that's what it's called.
Boop
yes.
the Halls, beautiful. Well, as we wrap up, let me first say Oddwillow's, while it is a local store, it's also an online store.
Yes.
So you can still purchase a whole vast library of games and accessories.
Yep. And we're always adding things to the online store. It's not complete yet by any means because we're a small team, 3, 4 of us, 5 of us kind of run all the operations in the store, so it takes time. But we also have that, and we have a TCG Player Pro store online.
Awesome. Okay.
So we do singles too.
So what else can we promote for both folks in the area and anybody that wants to connect online? Socials, website,
Yeah,
all
definitely.
that.
Our TikTok is probably our most popular form of social media, and so that is at Oddwillows on TikTok. But we are also at Oddwillows on pretty much everything else. So Facebook, Instagram. Instagram is OddwillowsGH. And yeah, you can find us everywhere.
And what's the website again?
www.oddwillows.com.
Just oddwillows.com.
Yep.
That's right. All right. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me, Jen. If you are listening to this on LTN Radio, the video version of this interview will be up here in the next week or two on the Love Thy Nerd YouTube channel. We'll make sure that all those links are in the description of that video. But if you're listening on LTN Radio, keep it right here for even more music. We'll be back with more interviews soon. Keep it here until then. Live here at Strong Tower in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Love you. Bye.